2 spoons of borax. That's all it takes to wipe out every pest in your garden overnight. Ants, slugs, grubs, aphids, gone for pocket change. That's the video flooding your feed right now. It's wrong. And if you follow it, you can burn your beds down to dead, bare dirt and keep them that way for 2 years. So, I bought 3 boxes of the stuff and tested every single claim into the ground. Most of it failed. Some of it backfired. But a few of these uses are real, and one of them is so good, I stopped buying the $40 bottle for good. Number 8 is the one everybody gets backwards. It's the reason your ants always come back. Stay with me to the end. Here's the first thing nobody tells you. There's no money in a $2 box. Nobody buys ads to teach you something they can't mark up. So the version that spreads isn't the careful one, it's the loud one, the one that says dump it on everything, and that's the exact version that kills gardens. I'm not here to sell you a miracle. I learned the careful version the slow way from old gardeners who measured in spoons for a reason, and from the people who actually study this for a living. So, I'll give it to you straight. The claims that wreck your soil first, then the ones that genuinely work. Before we start, drop a comment and tell me what state you're gardening in, and what pest is winning the war this year. Slugs, squash bugs, fire ants, aphids. I read every one, and I answer the ones I can. Years back, I watched an old neighbor knock out an ant trail with nothing but a jar lid and some sugar water. No spray, no exterminator. A week later, the trail was just gone. I thought it was magic. It wasn't. It was one small thing done exactly right, and almost every video out there does that one thing wrong. We'll get to it. But let's start with the claims that'll cost you a whole season. Number 1. They tell you it kills any pest. That's the headline lie, and it's the first to fall apart. Borax only works on bugs that eat it. Crawling, grooming, insects, ants, roaches walk through it, clean their legs, swallow it. That's the whole mechanism. But aphids, spider mites, thrips, whiteflies, the bugs actually shredding your tomatoes, they pierce the plant and drink the sap from the inside. They never touch the surface. So borax does nothing to them. Nothing. For those, skip the box. A hard blast of water knocks aphids clean off. Insecticidal soap or a light horticultural oil handles the rest. Almost as cheap, and it actually works. So any pest is dead already. But the next claim isn't just useless, it's expensive. Number 2. Ring it around your plants for slugs. You'll see people pour a dry circle of borax around a hosta or a head of lettuce. And sure, it's a salt, it'll pull water out of a slug. It'll also pull water out of your plant's roots and salt the ground it's standing in. Borax doesn't break down, it doesn't evaporate, it doesn't wash away, it just builds up. Ring your plants in it all season, and you're slowly poisoning the soil you're trying to grow in. For slugs, use iron phosphate granules. They shut the slug down and break apart into plant food. Or sink a shallow beer trap to the rim. Both work without salting your beds. That damage is slow. The next one is fast. Number 3. Pour it in the cracks to kill weeds. This one has a history, and it's a warning. Back in the 90s, a couple of universities actually tested borax on creeping Charlie. Looked great at first. Then they tried to repeat it and couldn't get a safe dose to hold soil, rain, and pH. Changed the result every single time. A little too much, and it left dead, bare patches where nothing grew back. Those same extension offices now say it flat out. Don't use borax as a weed killer. It's unpredictable, and it lingers. Pull the weed, or use something built for the job that actually breaks down. Number 4. Spray it on the leaves for powdery mildew. Quick one. Borax on foliage can scorch the leaf, and it won't fix the mildew anyway. You're risking a chemical burn for nothing. Mildew is a job for airflow, resistant varieties, and a real labeled fungicide, not a spoonful of salt in a spray bottle. Number 5, and this is the one that costs people their entire bed. Dust it through the soil to kill everything in the dirt. Here's the hard number. Your plants want boron in trace amounts about 1 to 5 parts per million. That's the whole safe window. 2 spoons of borax in a single raised bed can blow past that line in one shot. And because boron doesn't degrade, it doesn't leave. One afternoon's mistake can sterilize that ground for 2 or 3 seasons. This is the single most dangerous thing in the viral video, and it's the part they say with the most confidence. Please don't do it. And listen, if that one just saved you from torching your own beds, do me a favor and tap that like button right now. I mean it. A like is the only reason this video gets shown to the next gardener who's about to dump a whole box of this into their tomatoes. Costs you nothing. Keeps the honest version winning over the loud one. That's 5 claims down, and most of the internet stops there swearing the box does it all. But it does have real uses. They're just narrow and specific. Here's where it earns its spot under your sink. And if you want more of these cupboard staples taken apart honestly, no hype, no fake secrets sold back to you, hit subscribe right now. Before we get into the ones that actually work, this is the honest version. Don't lose it after one video. Number 6. Boron actually feeds your plants. This one's true, and it's still where people wreck gardens. Boron is a genuine micronutrient. Your tomatoes, beets, broccoli, apples, they need it in trace amounts to set fruit and fill out. A real deficiency shows up as hollow, corky centers and dropped blossoms, but the line between feeding the plant and poisoning the soil is razor thin. The right dose is measured in whispers. So, if you think you've got a deficiency, do the one thing the videos never tell you. Get a cheap soil test first. Don't guess. A lab tells you if you even need it and how little to add. Everything else is a coin flip with your whole garden. Number 7. Boric acid for roaches. This one's real. Every old house gets 1 or 2. Mix boric acid into a little peanut butter or powdered sugar, something greasy and sweet, and tuck small dabs deep into the cracks behind the fridge and under the stove, where it stays dry and hidden. The roach grooms it off its legs, swallows it, done. The key is placement, deep in the cracks, never out in the open. And that brings me to the rule that runs this whole thing. Number 8. The one I've been holding back, the ant trick everybody does backwards. Write this down. When you see an ant trail, every instinct says, kill the ants you can see. Spray the line. Squash the scouts. That's the mistake. That's why the trail always comes back. And be honest with me in the comments, have you been doing it the dry way this whole time? Half of you have. There's no shame in it. I did it wrong for years before anybody told me different. Here's what actually works. You don't kill the ant you see. You send it home as a delivery driver. The integrated pest management researchers at the University of California found a low-dose borax bait can take out an entire colony queen and all in about a week. But the dose and the form have to be exact, and this is the part every video skips. It has to be dissolved, not dry. Mix dry borax with dry sugar, and the ants just sort the sugar out and leave the powder behind. So, you dissolve it 1 teaspoon of borax in a cup of warm water with half a cup of sugar, stirred till it's clear. Soak a few cotton balls in it. It has to be weak. Too strong, and it kills the worker before it gets home, and the queen and the whole colony underground survive. Weak and slow is the entire point. The worker drinks it, walks all the way back, and feeds it mouth to the nest. They call it trophallaxis. That's the mechanism that actually ends it. And it has to be enclosed in a closed bait station or under a covered jar lid set right on the trail, never out where a dog, a cat, or a child can reach it. That sweet bait is just as tempting to a pet as it is to an ant, and it is not safe for them. Do it that way, and the trail is gone for the season, not because you killed the ants you saw, but because you didn't. One more, and it's risk-free to anything green. A borax and water soak is a great way to clean and sanitize your pruning shears and shovels between plants, so you stop carrying disease from bed to bed. Costs nothing. Works. So there it is. The viral trick, taken apart honestly, most of it doesn't work. A few uses genuinely do, and one of them done backwards is why your ants keep coming back. If you're the kind of gardener who'd rather know what a $2 box actually does than be sold a miracle, you belong here. So here's what I'm asking. If this video saved you money or saved your soil, tap that like button. It's the single biggest thing you can do to put this in front of the next gardener about to make the mistake. Drop a comment with the one claim that surprised you most, and tell me again, what state are you in and what pest are you fighting this year? I read every single one. And subscribe, there's a lot more cupboard nonsense out there that needs taking apart, and this is the channel that does it straight.